My YouTube comments were on fire. Oh, they were so mad. They were so mad. They were like, actually, the penance stare works like this. Actually, the penance stare is a canonical. Well, you know what? Shut the fuck up.
Ghost Rider versus Spawn. The Spirit of Vengeance versus the Dark Angel of Armageddon. He's Wiz and I'm Boomstick.
And
This already looks peak, I'm not gonna lie.
Armor and skills to find out who would win a death battle.
I kind of like when they go the pixel route for the fighting. I think it's very unique to death battle. Like, I associate the pixel battles with death battle, you know what I mean? I love that so much.
Johnny Blaze has always been a man possessed.
I'm so mad they're not bringing back Nick Cage into the MCU.
Certain doom by performing death-defying stunts, following the example of his adoptive father, Crash Simpson. Until the day Crash lived up to his name and got cancer, heartbroken, and without enough Wampa fruit to save him.
Lived up to his name and got cancer. Good job. Good job, buddy.
Whoa. To cure Crash's cancer, Johnny sold his soul to Mephisto, king of the 8th layer of hell.
That is crazy.
Crash to actually live up to his name right after. But instead of scooping up Johnny's soul, Mephisto had something else in mind. He bound Johnny to an instrument of divine wrath.
So, like, if Mephisto is strong enough to do that, how strong is Mephisto compared to Ghost Rider? I would like a Mephisto battle.
So
I think that would be really cool.
His name and burst into hellfire. An undead skeleton biker with
Nick Cage is Ghost Rider. I'm sorry.
Cage performance.
Hi Maple, how are you?
From hell, he called himself the Daredevil. Sorry,
Wait,
Johnny,
what?
that name's taken. Okay, then how about the Ghost Rider?
Okay, I don't care what you say, chat. Ghost Rider is a badass fucking name. Like, out of all the villains and superheroes and stuff, Ghost Rider is actually a badass name.
We definitely didn't
I love
forget
that
we named a character the same thing only 5 years earlier. All you.
Yeah, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it, guys. Don't worry about it. It's just crazy when he gets beat up so frequently. It doesn't feel like he, Ghost Rider is literally a peak name. I'm just gonna say. That is an absolute peak name. Mr. Can't kill a Ghost Rider, he said it himself. Interesting. Nick Cage said he didn't want to because he had enough money and notoriety without Marvel. You know, again, it's just more for me, like, his role is so good, right? That's why I felt like he fit it so well. But I mean, I get it. It's like Dave Bautista with James Gunn, right? Like, he's not gonna come back unless he's directing. I get it.
Earthquakes that can be felt across whole countries. Don't even think about fighting back. He can remake his whole body from the hellfire that engulfs him, making him immune to all physical damage. Only holy weapons that target.
Wait. I didn't know that for the last time. They did not say that in the last episode.
Harm him.
They definitely did not say that.
His whole arsenal is hellfire. Ghosty can create anything he can think of, from an infinite stream of chains, a shotgun packed with fiery rounds, or a flaming missile barbed right out of his mouth. Life goals. And he
Bro, this literally, like, as a character, he is incarnate the riff of that is Ghost Rider. Like, literally everywhere he goes, they just need to play behind him everywhere. That is crazy.
He can imbue
What the
hellfire, such as his hell cycle.
His Ghost Rider. Yeah, we already know that. I guess we. Oh, that's true. We didn't know he's faster than Mjolnir, and he can, like, almost go through
In and
time.
of itself, whether shot out of his hands, raining down from the sky, or released from his boner.
I forgot about that. I forgot about that. Imagine you're getting boned by Bone Daddy, right?
What?
And then he just pisses fire inside of you. Here you go. Here you go.
Hellfire is so deadly it can burn away.
Now hear me out, chat. Hear me out.
This technique would be mastered by Johnny's successor.
Here's a hear me out, chat. This is my hear me out.
Yeah, Johnny's not the only Ghost Rider.
I mean, think about it, chat. The implication is that if he can piss fire, does that mean that also while he's in bed he could fire? I mean, just saying, chat. Just saying. Just throwing it out there, chat. Just throwing it out there.
That burns your soul to smithereens with just a look. The penance stare. The penance stare inflicts upon its victims every ounce of pain they ever wreaked upon others.
So I do want to talk about the pin stare here for a second, chat, because I feel like it's very, very important, right? Very, very important. So last time we reacted to Lobo versus Ghost Rider, my YouTube comments were on fire. Oh, they were so mad. They were so mad. They were like, actually, the pin stare works like this. Actually, the pin stare is canonical. Well, you know what? Shut the fuck up. I don't know everything. I don't know everything. No, for the pin stare, they don't actually have to care for the things they've done. Whatever they've done, it will just inflict that damage, a period. It doesn't matter whether they care about it or not. I feel like that is important because it might actually matter in the end here.
Every cruelty,
much like it mattered
how
before.
Small or righteous, is reflected back. A biblical punishment.
Obliterating your soul.
Yeah, it's
It even
literally
works
damage
on
to the
other
soul.
Ghost Riders, like when Johnny and Danny got into a staring contest and Danny actually depowered Johnny.
Eyes are windows
That's
to the
crazy.
soul, so
Well, apparently it didn't like, something happened, like, where at one point in time, the pin stare didn't work that way, but then they, like, retconned it or something like that.
the Ghost Rider must be able to match his victim's gaze for the pen and stare to work. Some
Yeah,
people
apparently
have
they, like,
survived
retconned
it,
the,
like the
how it
Punisher,
works.
supposedly because he didn't regret his actions.
Yeah, okay. So I'm really, really glad they talk about this because apparently there's a thing with the Punisher in particular that clears this up, like how it works. So pay attention,
Rider
chat.
must be able to match his victim's gaze for the pen and stare to work. Some people have survived it, like the Punisher, supposedly because he didn't regret his actions, but it did work on him on other occasions.
Well, Johnny can adjust how deadly it is, and it doesn't necessarily have to kill you. He can use the stare to read minds, force you to confess info, or just show you the error of your ways.
So that's kind of where it had problems, right? Because it was like, it did work, but then it did work. And then also Thanos like got off to it because he really liked it, the paint or whatever. So it's kind of like, it's very inconsistent, chat. That's the problem with it.
Remember, the Ghost Rider is two souls in one body. With
That's the
the
problem with it.
kinder
It's
Johnny
very
battling the demon
inconsistent.
Zarathos in a war of control.
Ah, classic Faustian bargain. All the power in the world, but if you want it, it uses you. Because if Johnny gives in, the demon's full might will take over. And
Oh,
then
Thanos is a
everything
freak.
screwed.
He is absolutely a
Zarathos'
freak.
strength is boundless. He can open up portals between dimensions, control the elements, pen and stare an entire city, and fly all.
I did not know that he had portal control. That was not used in the last death battle. That could actually be crazy. That could be useful, especially if you're fighting somebody, right? You could throw him into a portal, send him into space or something, you know, like, that's
the
powerful.
way to Asgard, which is a literal infinite distance away.
He's manhandled some of Marvel's
What?
heaviest hits.
He can travel infinite distance. Oh, that's crazy. It's like if Gojo's domain expansion existed for 50 years, then it's going to be a retcon. Yeah, very true. Punisher had divine intervention, that's why he endured it. Oh, that's right. Yeah, he had like, there was some kind of something in there, right? So, but again, going off what my YouTube comments told me, it's very, very inconsistent how it works.
Hitters like Thor, World War Hulk, and Doctor Strange. Hell, Strange said
What?
Zarathos is a threat to all realms.
What?
Mortal and immortal.
He took on Doctor Strange? Heck
Personally,
no, man,
think
that's
again.
wild.
The Archangel Zadkiel
That's
said
wild.
that the power of the Ghost Rider could threaten all of existence, and even bring down heaven itself.
Right before an army of Ghost
I believe it.
Riders did just that. Yeah, an army. The spirits of vengeance are legion.
As far back as the Great Flood, humans have been bonded to the vestiges of God's power to act as his divine wrath on Earth. A sort of heavenly Black Ops.
Okay, wait, does that make Zarathos an angel now? Or is he still
Oh my God, Call of Duty, all the Call of Duty execs, there was one of them to watch this and was like, I have an idea for a collab.
a demon?
Both? Neither?
What? Black Ops? Ghost Rider?
Despite being one of the greatest
Ah, you know
entities
Disney
in
be like, nah,
existence,
fuck that.
it's unclear. What we do know is that ages ago, Zarathos feasted on souls and battled Mephisto for rulership of his realm. Mephisto, ever the trickster, claimed victory and gained control of Zarathos forevermore. Hence how he could bond him
I feel like
to
Mephisto kind
Johnny.
of reminds me of
But
Loki a
Zarathos
little
got his
bit.
revenge
Like,
against
just a
that
little
big
bit.
red bitch with another Ghost Rider, Alejandra Jones. Bet you wish you had one more day to fix that hole in your chest, huh?
Comic book fan punching bag though he may be.
Wait. How many Ghost Riders are there? Like, don't get me wrong. I know there's like multiple Spider-Mans. There's multiple, you know, Iron Mans, Iron Girl. I mean, there's so many like different like variants. But how many Ghost Riders are there? Because I thought I thought there was only like 2 ever.
Mephisto is unbelievably powerful. A battle with him could cause omniversal Armageddon.
Yes,
Fitting
yes.
As his fight with Galactus
Got you.
cosmos
Like, how many main
asunder.
characters
And Galactus
are Ghost Rider, right? Because, like, for instance, like, Wolverine is always Logan, right? Like, Wolverine is Wolverine, you know? Like, there's not multiple, like, Wolverine types. There's not multiple, like, Deadpools. But with Ghost Rider, there's multiple people that is, you know, a Ghost Rider, right?
Fights can destroy all of Marvel's infinite multiverse. That's the kind of awesome power at Zarathos' disposal.
Good lord.
Total cosmic annihilation.
That's
So it was
crazy.
no surprise when Johnny
he's
went
so
down
strong.
to the underworld and took Hell's throne for himself, usurping the devil that ruined his life
That is
and
crazy.
finally grabbing destiny by the handlebars.
Scoring the
So he can literally go toe-to-toe with, like, Galactus or something, right? I mean, that is wild work. Infinity of Ghost Rider. Is that what this one was called? Hot Wheels? Wow, toe-to-toe with Galactus. Just think about that, chat. First, go right to use a flaming woolly mammoth. That's right. That's so badass. I love that. There's 4 main Ghost Riders. Got you. Thank you for clearing that up.
total power of hell itself, plus a sick-ass upgrade, the Damnation Stare, which skips the
What?
whole every pain you've ever inflicted thing and just sends you straight to hell. No shot.
As they say, though,
I like that.
uneasy lies the head that wears the
I like
crown.
that.
Johnny began an obsessive
He's like,
crusade
nah,
to
I'll just
capture
do it.
all of
Nah,
Hell's escaped
it's okay.
demons. But by using his new power to damn them to hell, he began absorbing their evil, feeding off of it, and it corrupted him.
I was
Once
gonna say
again,
he turned evil.
Johnny Blaze was a man possessed.
In truth, Johnny was just as trapped by Hell's power as he'd always been, and he needed Danny's help to pull him out of the darkness.
Though he gave up Hell's throne, the Ghost Rider continues his war against demons without and within, mentoring his fellow Ghost Riders in the ways of vengeance, always prowling the highways for the
Oh,
evil.
so
and the
there it is, the
profane.
An
reference.
unstoppable engine of judgment that, with just a glance, could make Galactus
That's crazy.
himself shit his pants.
Maybe
That's
one
crazy.
day.
I don't know if that comic got retconned. A lot of people were talking about how that was like the old stuff wasn't like considered canonical, but that is kind of crazy. Yes, actually, Tuxedo, being Ghost Rider has a very, very, very good dental plan.
He'll
Yes,
find
great
salvation
benefits.
in the eyes of one of his victims.
Cause they sure as hell won't find any in his.
All right, so here is where we start talking about a character that I've only ever seen the really, really old movie. And even then, I think I've only seen it once, maybe one time, like as a rerun on like FX or something. You know what I mean? Like, I think I randomly saw it with my dad one time, but I don't really know much about Spawn. But I gotta say, right now, Ghost Rider's looking pretty fucking busted. But again, it's just Spawn. This is like, what, like DC or whatever, or Image Comics. So it could be pretty busted. We'll see. Then I think it was a 90s character, right? So all 90s characters just seem absolutely insane.
If Al Simmons was one thing, he was a killer.
A lieutenant colonel in the U.S. Army and the CIA's most decorated assassin, Simmons upheld democracy around the globe at the barrel
He's
of
already a
gun,
badass.
painting the third world in red, white, and blue, but mostly red.
Until his final fateful mission when, per his boss's orders, Al was fired.
The burning was only getting started because
Oh my
Al's
god, this
immortal
CGI.
soul was
This. Can we talk about this CGI? It's like Windows 89, like the rendering. It's so good.
on a one-way
I love
trip
old
to hell.
CGI. It
Where
cracks
he
me
cut
up.
a deal with
Hi, Brian.
Malvosia, the big
Oh my god.
naked-
Hold on.
One-way trip to hell.
where he cut a deal with Malvosia.
Oh, that's bad. Oh, that's really, really bad. Look, I know that there's bad CGI, but that's really bad. That looks like one of those old like Lucasfilm games. Like that's pretty rough.
The big naked lord of the eighth circle of hell.
By their
Oh.
pact, Simmons would be reborn a Hellspawn, a superpowered commander
Oh.
of Hell's armies, in exchange for seeing his wife one more time.
Oh,
Aw.
buddy, you're just asking to get monkey's bud.
Al Simmons returned from the dead
That's so
as a
sad.
decaying zombie 5 years later, after his wife had already remarried and had a daughter.
There, you saw
Aw, that's so
her. Now
sad.
get back to work, bitch.
Oh, look how sad he is, chat. Look how
As
sad
they
he is.
became and had a
He
daughter.
just like
There, you
I mean, I'd be
saw
upset
her.
too.
Now get back.
You
to
go
work,
away,
bitch.
he's just like, I would be upset too. As somebody moves on with their life, I mean, you can't blame them for moving on, but I mean, that still sucks, you know, that's so sad.
Thus was born the undead warrior from hell itself, Spawn.
He's
Yep,
so
yep.
90s that he comes
Inner deal
all
with
the
the
way
devil.
back around to being the coolest thing ever. Look upon his edge wizard and despairs.
Bro, he is actually so edgy. He is literally 90s edgy.
Spawn would violently defend New York's downtrodden, while slowly uncovering the full breadth of his demonic powers.
He's like a walking super.
The practical effects actually look really good.
He can fly, teleport, turn invisible and intangible, move things with his mind, make force fields, control the elements and the weather, and even stop time. Speaking of time, he can fly so.
Hold up, he can stop time? Oh, that's busted, chat. Now, I know Ghost Rider can deal with that. We've already talked about that, but stopping time is actually kind of crazy. Yeah, that's a really strong power.
Fast. He literally breaks into other dimensions and
Time stop
smashes
is
time
actually
as a
broken.
concept.
He can manipulate matter, shape-shifting his own body or transmuting other objects and people.
He's got Soul World, though, chat. Everybody type Soul World, though.
Absorb your soul.
Wait, Wiz,
What?
he can rearrange molecules and crap. Why don't
Oh.
he just fix his uggo face?
Well, he tried to do that,
Oh.
but Malbolgia cursed him so that he could only make himself. Yeah.
Oh, it's
Wait,
petty
what?
trolling like that that gets you.
He cursed him so he couldn't actually show his skin color? That what? What? Yeah, can I get a huh? What the fuck is that? Well, what the fuck is that? Why did they feel the need to include that? Why did they whitewash him? What the fuck?
You were thrown in hell.
To be fair, Spawn
I don't
can't
care if it was part of his curse. That's fucking weird. Why would you even
achieve a
do that?
Petty trolling like
Why did
that
you
that
feel the
gets
need to include that into his curse?
You were thrown in hell.
To be fair, Spawn can achieve a similar result with illusions and mental manipulation. He can read and control minds, implant and replace memories.
Okay, implanting and replacing memories is also a really, really strong power, chat. Think about how he can, like, disillusion you about your whole life. He can do time stop. He can implant memories. I mean, that is, that's a really, really strong. If he can do that to Ghost Rider, he could easily defeat him if Ghost Rider is susceptible to it.
Or simply drive you mad.
Spawn can do all of this crazy shit because he runs on necroplasm. Basically, hell juice.
You're not wrong.
Hell
Necroplasm
juice, yum,
is
yum.
the energy that makes up hell itself.
Yum.
Al's undead body is composed of 400 pounds of it.
So, like, think about it this way. Spawn could implant memories that made Ghost Rider think that he was his friend, right? And he could kill him, or he could drive him crazy, or something like that, right? So, there's so many things here that could happen. Wild.
He can wield it like
Wild,
an energy
wild.
blaster empowered by the sins of others. Spawn can absorb your
Super
evil and
gaslighting.
feed off of it. By simply walking on Earth, Spawn feels all of humanity's pain all at once.
He's even absorbed the sins of 8 million New Yorkers instantly, cleansing them of their evil.
Like Jesus?
Or he can do the reverse and make you
Is Spawn Jesus? Is Spawn Jesus? Oh my god. When they said that Jesus was gonna come back, they meant it was Spawn, chat. Jesus has been fucking among us this whole time. They foretold this moment in the Bible. We knew it was coming. It was Spawn. Consider space people who can manipulate memories before gets immunity to it. Okay, that's good to know because I feel like it's a very strong power. Oh my god. You can say Jesus respawn. Oh my god, that's so funny.
Oh, brother, this guy stinks!
Editor, make sure you keep that part in. Hey everybody, just a quick reminder, if you've been enjoying this video, please don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button. It helps me a ton. Okay, back to the video.
Or he can do the reverse and make you experience the full weight of your own sins.
Oh, God.
Feeling every bit of pain you've
Oh god, that's horrible.
ever inflicted on others over your whole life.
Like
It's kind of like the
some
penance
sort
stare.
of penance.
Though Spawn's necroplasm
Yeah, it's literally, it's the diet penance stare. It's booga booga stare, you know, like, yeah, the diet penance stare, the oopsie whoopsie, you made a fucky wucky stare. How about that?
comes with a catch.
Yeah, he's got unlimited amount of the stuff, and it drains every time he uses his powers.
Oh,
If
okay.
he runs out, he's dragged back to hell.
Even depowered, Spawn can
Wait,
rely on
what?
his elite military training in hand-to-hand combat. He's even fought Batman to a standstill.
And as befits his past profession, he
Wait a second, he has a weakness, chat. So you're telling me that if he gets killed too many times or uses that energy, He's toast. Okay, wait. So I think that Ghost Rider wins this. I think Ghost Rider wins this because Ghost Rider really doesn't have like an energy like a finite energy, right? If that's true for Spawn, I think Spawn loses.
He loves his big-ass 90s guns.
Though his greatest weapon is the
Maybe, we'll
sentient
see,
being
but
he's genetically and spiritually bonded to, his cloak. Letha of the 7th House of K.
You ever wonder why his cape's red?
Oh my god, look at that.
Well,
Look at
there
that
you are.
CGI.
It's red because it's made from the apple Eve ate in the Garden of Eden. It's literally made of original sin. Oh, and also
Oh, that's
the souls
crazy.
of a million sinners, including every one of Hell's victims. Also a touch of vampire for good measure.
What?
K7 Letha is constantly evolving. It can act independently to defend Spawn with an infinite stream of chains, transform into weapons, or drain people of their power.
And Doctor Strange's cape is jealous of this one. This one's built
It is
different.
the most potent weapon Hell has
It's in the
ever
lore, but it never
created.
really
It
happens.
even
Got
helps
you.
Spawn beat the primordial dark god Urizen, who can destroy and eat your soul with just a glare.
Except the souls bonded to Spawn acted as a buffer, allowing him to survive.
You'd think with an arsenal like that,
What?
he'd be unstoppable. But Hellspawns have a weakness to holy weapons and can be killed permanently if decapitated by one.
Those
I don't know, Chad. He's got a lot of weaknesses. I'm a little bit worried. A little bit worried for Spawn here, chat. Holy weapons, decapitation. I don't know. I mean, Ghost Rider might have access to that. So, I don't know. Here's my thing. Death Battle does like to frame things in a certain way. So, they'll really talk up one character. And then the other character they'll talk about, but they'll also like kind of make them feel weaker than the other on purpose to misdirect you. So I'm not sure if it's that, but I do want to say that Spawn seems to have more weaknesses right now than I know about Ghost Rider. So we'll see what happens.
Spawn
We'll see what
has
happens.
managed to survive this in the past. No,
Okay, so we survived it.
Spawn's greatest weakness is his own, how do I put this? Stupidity.
So Spawn fought this angel lady, Angela. Great name for an angel. She had this dimensional lance that could wipe Hellspawn out of existence, and Spawn got
Oh.
it. But instead of, being cautious around a mysterious angel weapon that hurts him, he just had to push the big shiny button and activate it on himself.
And so, Spawn was forever destroyed until he reconfigured reality to undo his own inexistence.
There
What?
we are, good as new.
He reconfigured reality to undo his own existence. Undo his own inexistence. Wait a second. So you're telling me that this guy pressed the undo button and said, nope, never mind. Let me get this straight. Even if he dies, the Ghost Rider, he could just essentially chat. He can essentially just say, nuh-uh. He's got a permanent nuh-uh button, chat. Oh, that's insane. He was playing Guitar Hero 3 and he said, nah, restart the song.
That has to be the first time we've seen someone accidentally kill themselves and survive.
On his quest as Hell's greatest warrior, Spawn has defeated a serial killer ice cream man, a demonic clown, and even his old boss remade by Heaven into an anti-Spawn. He's even encountered
Oh,
other Hellspawn.
Killing bad guys might seem counterintuitive if you work for a Hell Lord, but it actually just adds more souls to Malvosia's army. An army Spawn would have to lead in a war with Heaven that'd kill all of humanity.
Because the reason Malbolgia chose Al to be his commander wasn't that he was some great warrior. It was because Al had proven that he was the best at taking orders.
All his life and all his death.
he literally only picked him because he's a bottom. He literally said, yes, you are the perfect bottom. Yes, you're perfect. Who's a good little bottom? You are Spawn. What a good boy. What a good boy. Now go back to hell. Go get a few souls. What a good boy.
I fucking hate clowns.
He's a fucking bottom, Jack. He's a bottom. Oh my god.
Al was nothing
That's
more
crazy.
than a hired gun.
But he knew it, and he would do so no more.
So Spawn marched down to Hell and ripped Malvosia's head off with a
Oh.
scream so loud it echoed through all of reality. Spawn
Oh.
became the king of the 8th circle of Hell.
Oh, nice, nice.
Spawn is literally a part of Hell itself, gaining access to an unlimited pool of energy that increases 100-fold with every heartbeat. He's effectively omnipotent in there, and strong enough to challenge other Hell Lords like Mammon and
Okay, so now he is no longer bound by a lot of the restrictions that were there earlier. So, okay, so he's actually busted again. Never mind. He's actually busted again. And the fact that he can reconfigure reality is pretty rough.
Satan.
He got so strong, the only thing left was to finally resolve the war between heaven and hell.
But Spawn needed help from the being who created this god and Satan to begin with, the mother of existence, Gaia.
She wasn't cool with her kids being total
Okay,
assholes, so she appointed Spawn to be the universe's savior.
By eating the fruit from the tree of life, Spawn became truly divine, capable of
Oh my
battling
God.
God and Satan in a stalemate for eternity that extinguished all life on Earth.
And
What?
each of them are powerful enough to create and control infinitely sized universes.
Spawn broke the stalemate by letting God and Satan destroy him, only for Gaia to
What?
separate the two from the reality they threaten.
What the fuck am I watching?
Then, just like that time with the Lance, Spawn respawned and recreated the Earth. Poof, good as new.
Finally freed of the weight of heaven and hell, Al asked to be reborn as a human.
What?
But he knew in his heart he deserved to carry on his undead penance in perpetuity.
He's a creature of the
What?
90s, Wiz.
He rewrote all of existence after tipping the scales of the battle between God and Satan. Is that what I'm hearing? Did I get that right or did I get that wrong? Oh my God. Okay, Ghost Rider might not have this anymore, chat. Oh shit. Well, okay, here's the thing though. Well, no, rewriting existence is pretty busted. Oh my God. GG's. GG's.
He won't be happy unless he can hastily brood over the injustice of his own existence.
That's
So
true.
if you threaten the alley he calls home, beware, because Spawn will turn whatever's left of your life into a living hell.
This
We could see that he's hell-bent on being a bottom.
Oh, brother, this guy stinks!
Shut up, chat. Shut up, chat. Shut up, chat. All right, here we go, chat. We are going to be doing this Ghost Rider versus Spawn.
All right, the combatants are set, and we
Oh my God,
run
not the
data
Fortnite
through all
dancing.
possibilities.
It's time for one hell of a death battle!
This is a perfect battle, though. Like, you know what I mean? Like, hell versus hell.
Nights like these drive men insane. Brimstone in the air. Something's coming. If it
Ooh, I
wants a
like the
piece
voice
of me,
actor. Who is it?
there'll be hell to pay.
Oh, Ray Hurd. He sounds great.
Pit you squirmed from, Hellspawn.
Make me
He cares not for your bullets. Yeah, Cure reference. Oh, shoot.
If you care, it's nothing personal. Vengeance calls.
I say chains versus chains. Can I just say this battle is so fucking edgy? I love it. Oh, it's Topo from Dragon Ball. Got you. Yeah, the music is like spot on.
You fight like a bum.
You've earned your damnation.
Yeah, I mean he's gonna go back to hell, but he's not done because he's like already a circle of hell. Yeah, so he's good. Oh, here we go. Yeah, the sprite work is actually insanely good.
Welcome to hell.
Yeah, he literally owns hell. Oh, shoot. Did this man just literally Zawardadum? He literally said Zawardadum! What the f? That's crazy. So Ghost Rider is immune to that. Yes, Ghost Rider is immune to time stop. Is pretty much what we're seeing. Oh, that's crazy. Okay, now he's gonna go into his Mephisto mode or whatever it is. Get over here. I love that. Really cool Mortal Kombat reference. Gyarados, sorry, thank you. Oh no.
The vestments of the holy cannot disguise your wickedness. God forbid.
That's it. God forbid. Oh, that went hard. That was great. That went super hard. Maybe Ghost Rider has a weakness to Holy. This is so cool. Uh-oh. Oh, shoot.
Your sins are innumerable. I am here to wreak vengeance upon your soul. I eat sin for breakfast. Have a taste of your own goddamn medicine.
What? What? I eat sin. Wait. We're going back. Wait a second. He literally said the penance stare makes you feel the weight of your own sins, right? So would that technically power spawn up because his power is drawn from sin? I think that's how that would work, right? He literally, it's kind of like an Uno reverse. Exactly. It's like his power is drawn from sin. So if you're trying to make him feel the weight of a sin, he's like, oh, great, you just made me stronger. I didn't think about that. I didn't know Spawn until now, so. Oh no. Is Ghost Rider not immune to this though?
It's like you said, nothing personal, asshole.
Oh, that was so edgy. That was so edgy. Oh my god. That was crazy. It works on gods, so I mean, it works on gods, I guess so. Oh, that's wild. Oh my god. Something personal, asshole. That sounds like a 90s thing to say. It's so edgy. Wow, that is crazy. I mean, that is true. Spawn did defeat God and Satan, broke their stalemate. So that makes sense to me, right? A lot of Ghost Rider's power isn't even at that level, right? Or I mean, he did take over hell, but it's pretty much he is above all of that, right? So I think that makes a lot of sense. That makes a lot of sense. Let's hear their explanation.
Damn!
Literally. This was a nail-biter of a battle that pitted Ghost Rider's immeasurable power against Spawn's skill and versatility. Let's break this down into 4 categories.
First up,
I feel like in a way though, Ghost Rider's special move that was the penance stare, that's kind of his ultimate move, right, chat? That ultimate move literally was just not, it was made for everybody except Spawn. That special move, Spawn is the only person in existence that's not gonna work on. That's crazy. That's crazy. Crazy word.
Spawn could match God and Satan, who could create universes. Similar in scale to Ghost Rider's bouts with a lot of the powerhouses in Marvel.
But Zarathos was different. Remember, his power can match that of Mephisto and Galactus, who can threaten all of Marvel's infinite cosmic reality, far greater than.
Yeah, that's what I was kind of worried about, because I'm okay, hear me out. If he can beat Galactus can do all of that stuff, rewrite existence, universes, all that. So that's why I thought Ghost Rider kind of was going to be stronger in those regards. But he didn't really do any universe rewriting or anything like that in this battle. So I feel like they just kind of pushed that to the side.
Than any cosmos Spawn has ever affected. Even though Spawn's battled and defeated Satan in more recent comics, implying he's retained a level of power similar to his divine form, he couldn't match Zarathos in power alone.
Ghost Rider may take power, but remember, Johnny actively resists Zarathos' influence, so Spawn may have had time in the fight to learn and adapt to Ghost Rider before he went full Blue Fury.
And Spawn definitely had the edge
in
skill. He spent decades in military combat and is a master martial artist, whereas Johnny more so relies on his invincibility.
The ultimate dream power.
Here's my only problem about this with skill. They literally just said them as humans. Well, yeah, of course it's humans, that makes sense, but we're talking about all of the character, not just their human form. So I feel like this is kind of, I don't really feel like they touched on this enough, at least in my opinion. I don't know what you guys think, but just going into human form, okay, great, but they're not in their human form the whole time. Just a small complaint.
Power for a stuntman. Even with his crazy powers, Ghost Rider
I'm
was
being
a lot
told
more
that it's a skill issue, just don't die.
Yeah, just don't die.
And Spawn pretty much entirely focused on attacking the soul.
Which doesn't bode well for his versatility. Spawn can stop time, manipulate matter, turn intangible, control minds, warp reality. The Ghost Rider had a much more limited arsenal by comparison.
I will agree with that 100%. Again, like we talked about Spawn, like the memory like swap, that's crazy strong. Time stop, that's crazy strong. So yeah, I can agree with that. I agree with that. Versatility, I would give that to Spawn as well.
Spawn had a huge advantage in this category.
Though with his invincibility, way greater power, and the ability to scorch your soul to nothing, Ghost Rider could score the win through brute force, right?
Not exactly. The last piece of the puzzle is their resistances. Basically, who was
Yeah, Spawn basically had a specific resistance that worked against Ghost Rider, so that's why I won.
kill.
Literally.
Spawn's constant mainlining of humanity's collective sin and pain meant he could survive attacks on his soul, including the penance stare, just like he resisted a very similar attack from Urizen.
Best of all, remember the time he
Gotcha.
rewrote reality to undo his own inexistence?
There was nothing
Yeah,
the
that's
Ghost Rider
crazy.
could do to overpower that. And that time with the lance wasn't planned, it was purely instinctual. He could replicate it any time he wanted, like in his fight
That's
with God and
crazy.
Satan.
So how do you put Spawn down for good?
Wait. What is this? What is this? What is this? I would pay anything to meet this person in real life. Oh, that's amazing. Oh, that's amazing. That was a thing. Man, the 90s are wild, man. That's crazy.
Well, you can't. At least Johnny and Zerathos couldn't.
Unlike how Ghost Rider's soul has been vulnerable to attack before, like when Danny used the penance stare to depower Johnny.
This sort of thing actually happens a lot. The whole reason Johnny and Zerathos are bonded in the first place is because Zerathos' soul was manipulated by Mephisto.
And not only does Spawn have plenty of experience manipulating souls, he can replicate the effect of the penance stare itself.
And just think about that. A penance stare
Yeah,
on
that's crazy.
Zerathos would mean he's feeling the pain from every penance stare that he's ever done. A penance squared.
I didn't think about that. All the penance stairs just multiply. Oh my god, that's crazy. Kind of weird because his god powers was a one-shot deal. I don't think he retained him out to Armageddon Saga. Yeah, but pretty much, I mean, again, a death battle is them at their peak, right? Everything is on the board. So I think it's very fair for them to include it. I have no problem with that at all. The problem with comic fights, it depends on who's writing it. Very true. However, it does really depend. I would love to see the comic writers maybe talk about this in their own ways because they're the writers, right? I feel like if you got a death battle, you put the death battle people in a room and you put the writers of the comics in the room with them. I feel like that would be the best way to actually decide who wins it. You know what I mean, chat?
Damnation Stare, on the other hand, actively helped Spawn, sending him to hell where he gets a literal infinite power boost.
And it wasn't just Spawn's soul powers that had spelled trouble. He had other ways to bypass Ghost Rider's immortality too, like transmutation, rewriting reality, or just straight up stealing his powers, which has worked on multiple Ghost Riders in the past.
Giving Spawn the
Oh,
final
shoot.
edge. Zerathos
That makes
was
sense.
almost unbeatable. A massive power advantage, soul destruction, immortality, but Spawn could counter everything thrown at him, and was too unkillable for Zerathos' strength advantage to matter in the long run.
Only one of
against
them
his
is murdered a
crazier
clown.
abilities.
That was
Wait, who
one
murdered a
hell of
clown?
fight, and at least Johnny went
Spawn?
out in a blaze of glory.
The winner is Spawn.
Next time on
You know, I'm okay with this. Like, you know, most death battles, like, I don't really know too much about one character, but I know a lot about the other one. So it's nice to learn, right? I feel like their explanations were good. I don't really have any holes in their explanations I'm going to point out.